Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper wow, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1. Beam me up, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads. You're delicious and bright. Yes, you are, my delicious little baby lights. Now then, so the time is around... well, it's after 11 o'clock in the old UK, and there's no wind, no rain. It's dry, okay, but it looks like it was, it is raining, it's raining last night, okay, my delicious babies. Anyway, so that's the weather forecast in my neck of the woods in the old UK. It may differ in other parts of the old UK, okay, my delicious babies. So let's just get into this, shall we? Now then, first thing was I was happening to look at this documentary which came up on my feed. It's not something that I'd ever looked at before, my delicious little babies. And I cannot flipping find it now. I've deleted it anyway. I watched it and then I deleted it, my delicious little babies. And it's all to do with the SAS. Okay, there's a documentary. Apparently it was shown on the television decades ago, okay, and it's to do with 1984, okay, and what they're showing is the training when you're doing the SAS, okay, in the UK, mountain little babies, okay. I mean, it is very hard going, okay. In fact, I had my beautiful dear little friends, and I actually knew, you know, because one gentleman, because I was only 11, you know, but he'd been in the SAS, okay, my little babies, that was his, you know, his job, and also been the old Bill, you know, police officer, do you know what I mean? Then later on, he went into security work, okay, my little babies in his latter, you know, older years, okay. Now, I mean, you do have to be super duper fit for something like that, my delicious babies. But so I watched that, okay. Now, the title, it's on YouTube, my delicious babies. Now, the title to it, the video should read, you know, something along the lines of, you know, never seen before or something. Well, anyway, I just thought I'll just have a little look, you know. Somebody said, oh, have a little look at, you know, some of the comments. And they said, oh, never seen before. Somebody put, you know, well, I seen it 5 years ago again. And somebody else said, oh, yeah, this was, you know, seen, you know, back in the 80s, you know. Some were saying 1987, some were saying 1989. Do you see what I mean? Anyway. But it was interesting just reading a few of the comments. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? But nevertheless, a good little documentary. Not very long, my delicious babies. Probably about half an hour, 30 minutes long, okay? Well then, what then happened was, this then led me on to another just short video, my delicious babies. And what this was going back to was Bosnia, my delicious babies. I mean, I remember this myself anyway. And what it was talking about, okay, was, and again, the SAS, okay, my delicious babies. And what it was talking about was, I think it was only about 9 minutes long, my delicious babies, this video, just under 9 minutes long, okay. I think it was 8.41. And anyway, so... and what they were talking about is that, you know, our putrid effing British government, yes, at the time. Well, to SAS, our UK SAS, yes. And again, like I said, this is going back to, you know, Bosnia now. Well, they were taken hostage, my delicious little babies, okay. So they were taken hostage and... well, anyway, I mean, well, you know, well, basically they were due to be, sorry to have to use this word, my delicious babies, but executed, okay? Well, what happened was the putrid British government at the time did not see this as being very important, that two of our, you know, UK English SAS had been taken hostage, my delicious babies. So what it was, they didn't want to know. Okay, this is from what I'd was listening to on this short video on YouTube, Mad Delicious Babies, so did not want to know. Anyway, so the other SAS, okay, the UK SAS, okay, well, they decided to take it upon themselves, okay, and going themselves, okay, in other words, ignoring the our UK government and just going in there themselves. Do you see what I mean? As it turned out, they did manage to rescue, okay, Mad Delicious Little Babies, so, you know, that was a good ending, wasn't it, Mad Delicious Little Babies, yes. But even the SAS could not understand why, you know, their UK government, you know, our UK government at the time, sorry, excuse me, did not want to help. Can you see where I'm coming from, Mad Delicious Little Babies? I mean, surely the first thing you'd want to do is go in and help, but no, not our English government, Mad Delicious Little Babies, no, okay? I would pretty much say that maybe somebody told them not to go in and help. Do you see what I mean, Mad Delicious Little Babies? Just like somebody told that Boris Twat Johnson, when there could have been a resolution here to do with Russia and Ukraine, but told him to go along, give the pot a stir, you know, stir it up, little darling, stir it up. You see what I mean, Mad Delicious Babies, okay? So ones have to sort of follow, well, not sort of, have to follow what's going on. There we are here, okay? And this has been going on a long time, but it was just so strange that that came up on my feed. But yes, I mean, you know, to be in the SAS, I mean, ones have to have a thick skin and they have to be super duper fit. Do you see what I mean, Mad Delicious Little Babies, okay? But I just thought I'd mention that, okay? Just something I just thought, you know, to mention it, okay? But like I said, I do my best to keep out of, do you understand what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this has been going on for decades. Others have been feeling, I'll repeat once again, that going into, you're in the army now, okay, is a good idea when it's actually not, okay? It's not benefiting anybody else apart from we know who, and the putrid little lackeys, okay, who put up with this shart against their own, okay, Mad Delicious Babies, so we need to get this straight, okay, Mad Delicious Babies. But yes, well worth a watch. There's, you know, there's two little videos, okay, Mad Delicious Little Babies, but apparently that particular documentary, you know, that there has been many who have seen that documentary, okay? It's just amazing, actually, you know, all of the, I call them Toshibas, the old moustaches, you know what I mean? It's like these thick, dark moustaches. Do you know what I mean, Mad Delicious Babies? Anyway, you can never beat them, can you, Mad Delicious Babies, you know? It's, what's that song that's just come into my noddle? A follower of fashion. Do you remember that song, Mad Delicious Babies? I'm not pointing at you, it's rude, okay? You know that song, I'm a follower of fashion. You know that song, Mad Delicious Babies. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what happens, isn't it? Do you see what I mean, Mad Delicious Babies? Anyway, so let's get back to this now then. So what do we got? Okay, so this is the first one, Mad Delicious Babies. Now, this is on YouTube, Mad Delicious Little Babies, okay? This uploader happens to have 13.2 thousand subscribers, Mad Delicious Little Babies, on YouTube. Now, what you'd need to type in, please and thank you, would simply be the word eternity. Eternity. Okay, Mad Delicious Little Babies, that's the uploader. Now, the video should read 2,000-year-old Bible revealed terrifying knowledge about the, you know, what they've named us, human race. So I should just repeat that again for you, Mad Delicious Little Babies. 2,000-year-old Bible revealed terrifying knowledge about the human race. Okay, Mad Delicious Babies. Now, what this is talking about, it's going back to the 1700s and it's going back to before, apparently, this is only what I've saw. It's not a long video, Mad Delicious Babies. I think it's just over 13 minutes long, okay? Now, this video here, it's talking about before our beautiful, oh God bless, our beautiful Jesus Christ of Nazareth was born. Okay, Mad Delicious Babies, going back to 1700s and it's going back to Ethiopia as well, okay? Now, The reason why I'm mentioning this video, Mad Little Babies, okay, because I know that there are many uploaders at the moment on different channels and different sites who are covering the Bibles, okay, Mad Little Babies, and as we all very well know, over decades, that bits and pieces get tweaked. Do you see what I mean? And bits get removed and then bits get added, just as in any form of a book. There we are. Okay, Mad Little Babies, I was talking about encyclopedias, wasn't I, in my last video, to do with our lovely elderly doctor, God bless him, where he had a different type of encyclopedia to the ones that we have now, okay? Well, the same applies to Bibles and the same applies to other things now. Do you see what I mean? Okay? You know, books to read, okay? Now, the reason why I've mentioned this, it's just, you know, for you to just take a little look at, okay, my delicious little babies, that's all I'm saying to you, okay, just to take a little look at the video, and then, you know, you can have your own thoughts. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? I mean, for me, you know, over the years, I've you know, I got to the stage, my delicious little babies, where, you know, really, ones do not know what to believe. I believe in my beautiful dear God, beautiful dear little Jesus Christ Nazareth, our beautiful dear creators. Yes, I do, okay? But I also believe as well, I mean, there's an old-fashioned saying, isn't there? See, that's just come into my noddle, okay? It's like, I also believe in the old-fashioned saying that God only helps those who help themselves. Do you see what I mean, my little babies, okay? So when you look at it, who is God? Well, God is, you know, around us, and God is with us. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, okay. But it's found in, I'm just feeling that it's found in that strength, okay? I mean, me, myself, you know, when I've read Bibles over the years, my little babies, and I used to even go to Sunday school and that when I was a little wee bairn, when I was young. And, and even in my latter years, you know, the Bible, it can give you a lot of strength. See, the Psalms in the Bible that I feel are the most powerful is Psalms 23, 27 and 91. They're the three most powerful that I feel, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? And, but everybody has a different belief system. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But yes, I mean, I do feel that God is within each and every one of us, okay? I've always felt that, if you know what I mean. Do you see what I mean? It's like sometimes you can be in really difficult situations. I've been in difficult situations in my own life, my delicious little babies, you know, over my decades. Do you see what I mean? But then you just find that strength, and then you get that faith to sort, there we are, a situation out. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes, okay. So for anybody who's into a video like this, it's not very long to listen to on YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay? And then just, it's a case of just making up your own mind, gathering your own thoughts, okay, my delicious little babies. But it's very interesting to hear, you know, different sides of things. That's what it's about, isn't it, my delicious little babies? Listening to other sides of things, do you say? Okay, not sort of what I call not being rude or disrespectful, but not being ignorant to things. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, me personally, I do not have a Bible. Okay, I have had Bibles, but I do not have a Bible. Okay, my delicious little babies. And if I feel the need for whatever reason, could be any reason, okay, my delicious little babies, then, and I just feel that I need, could it be anything, more protection around me or whatever, to, you know, just to protect my energy and things, yes, and I really get this strong pull. With myself, I have to get a really strong pull, okay, my delicious little babies, and when I feel like that, I'll click onto old YouTube and then I'll listen to either Psalms 23, 27 or 91. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies, okay? And then, of course, you get a beautiful and peaceful and rested night's sleep, night's rest. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And then it's almost as if you feel, well, it's not almost, it is. With myself personally, I'm going on personal experience. Like the next day, I feel recharged. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, that I've protected my little, I call it a little fence. I've protected my little fence around me. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, but everybody's different, aren't they, my delicious little babies? But it's just more of a thoughts thing, really, my delicious babies, because as we all very well know, everybody has a different take, especially when it comes to the Bibles, especially when it comes to different religions. So it was just, what I was doing really was just giving food for thought here. That's all I was doing, okay? Food for thought, okay? So that one's ticked off, okay? So it's a pretty small channel, so I'm sure it'll prosper, I'm sure. Do you see what I mean? Yes, okay? Because, you know, each different uploader, you know, they have a passion for, you know, videos that they upload or information that they give out, you know, and you got other ones who just simply have a passion just to make ka-ching, and then ka-ching, ka-ching, even more, and talk a load of bullshit. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? But for some unknown reason, others, God bless them, maybe they're in a different place in their lives, you know, so that's not being rude or disrespectful, and they've, you know, listened to these Egypts. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Okay, but then, you know, ones will have an awakening, and then they go to a different level, because that's what we do in life. We go, you know, at different levels, different stages. Do you see what I mean? So sometimes the vibration can be higher, and sometimes it can be slightly lower, okay? Well, when it's like that, ones need to see what's going on around them and what is causing them to have that or feel in a lower vibration. Could be depression, could be feelings of sadness, could be, for some, it can be the weather change. Do you see what I mean? Some just do not do very well in winter and autumn. Others do fan-dabby-dozy in summer and spring. Do you see? So there could be many. That doesn't mean no maddish babies, okay? So there's many different reasons. Do you see what I mean, maddish babies? Anyway, sometimes I ramble on, but I just needed to get it out. Now then, my delicious little babies, to the next one. Our lovely, not in that way with anybody, okay? Our lovely davidark.com. So a search engine of your choice, my delicious babies, davidark.com, okay? He's put a latest video up, okay, my delicious babies. Now this is going back to 2017, okay? Now, what it should read, my delicious little baby, should read on davidark.com, which he also has a selection of other videos and articles for ones to read, should anybody have an interest in doing so. Okay, my delicious babies, because to me, I see this, there we are, has been extremely important, okay? And our lovely David Icke and his lovely dear little sons and their lovely dear colleagues work super duper, there we are, hard to get all of this out to us each and every day, okay, my delicious babies? So this one should read Google, Facebook and DARPA, okay, my delicious little babies, the transhumanist agenda, okay, my delicious little babies? So I'll just repeat once again for you. Google, Facebook and DARPA, the transhumanist agenda, okay? So you see, to me, when we talk about this transhuman, okay, I mean, yes, there is truth in it, but to me, I do not believe that everybody, I mean, if this was allowed to take place, then there is a strong possibility, I'm sure, that for many, you know, these things will be taking place. It's extremely serious, my delicious babies. Yes, it is, okay? And our lovely David Art just tells it, there we are, as the way it is, okay? And he's done research for decades. And he's got lots of books out now, delicious babies, okay, that you can purchase, okay? Please and thank you, should you wish to. But this, yes. But of course, we can put a stop to this. Do you see what I mean? There we are, my delicious babies. Do you see, okay? So, well worth a listen to and a watch of that video, my delicious babies, okay? And with our lovely David Icke, you actually see that he's in America, okay? My delicious babies, anyway, I won't say no more. So, that's that one, my delicious little babies, okay? So, what else have we got? So, I've got quite a few today, because I've got 1, 2, 3... No, I haven't. I've got 1, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. Okay, that's still a lot, my delicious little babies. Okay, now then, so we're going to tick you off our lovely David. Yes. Okay, I can listen to our lovely David Icke. Oh, God bless his beautiful dear little soul, his beautiful dear little sons, dear little souls. I can listen to them all day, you know, just so interesting. I just really have a strong admiration. Do you see what I mean? And plus the fact that I love anybody who, you know, not meaning this in the wrong way, but I'm just done saying it. I just love anybody or anything, not in that way, who is intelligent. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? I could listen to certain all day long, no trouble at all. Do you know what I mean? And then there's other videos that you just, bing, click off. Do you see what I mean? They haven't got any substance. Do you see what I mean? There's nothing that would draw you to you know, to say, oh, well, you're super duper interesting, so I really want to listen to you. No, I'm rather, I feel selective, there we are, in what I listen to. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Anyway, let's move on. So, the next one, my delicious little babies, okay? Okay, yes, hold on, no, let's get to this one first. This uploader, so now we've got the last ones on BitChute, my delicious little babies. So the last ones are on BitChute, okay, my delicious little babies. So this next one here, or somebody's thinking about me, I hope it's juicy and delicious. Okay, I always say that, don't I, my delicious little babies. This uploader it's our lovely, not in that way, our lovely Nicholas Veniami. So you need to search engine of your choice, my delicious babies. You just have to type in Nicholas, so it's N-R-C-H-O-L-A-S, Nicholas Veniami. So I'll just spell that as well for you. V-E-N-R, R with a dot, A-M-R with a dot, N. Nicholas Veniami. Now, he happens to have 71,443 subscribers, my delicious babies. So 71443, okay? So we're going to tick you off our little Nicholas, God bless you. Now, I've mentioned Nicholas before from time to time, which I have, okay? Now, what it is, this video should read, okay? It's a recent one, my delicious little babies, yesterday, okay? It should read, Marina Carew, okay, discusses big pharma profits on hacking your metabolism with Nicholas Veniami. I'm just going to repeat that again, my delicious babies. Marina Carew discusses big pharma profits on hacking your metabolism with Nicholas Veniami. Okay, so all I'm doing is giving out information, my delicious babies. So, you know, if this video stays up, well, it stays up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Well, you know, nothing I could do about it. Okay, my delicious little babies. The fact of the matter is, I'm just giving out information. That's all I'm doing. So, what she's talking about, okay, it's to do with, let's just say, to do with weight. Okay, my delicious little babies, that's the best way for me to put it. It's to do with weight. Okay, my delicious babies, I'm not going to say any more, my delicious babies, because we know why, okay? It's like I put up a tiny shorts video, when was it? A couple of days ago, and I'd squeezed 3 grapefruit and 1 lemon, okay, my delicious babies, and put it in a glass, and all I did was take a tiny shorts video of it. Well, there's only been 2 views for that, my delicious little babies, okay? So that's why, you know, you have to, you know, when it comes to these kind of things now, for some reason doesn't seem to get much traffic, okay, my delicious babies? But not to worry, it's left there, okay, my delicious little babies? All I was doing is just, you know, showing a glass of grapefruit and lemon, fresh, squeezed. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so that's an interesting video to listen to, my delicious little babies, should anybody have an interest in listening, okay? But our lovely little Nicholas, you know, he gets different guests on, okay? He gets some interesting guests on, okay? So it's just a case of, you know, if you want to look at other videos, just look at his little square, you know, in bottom left hand corner to your, do you know what I mean, and just click on there, then you can look at other videos, okay? And it's the same with anybody on BitChute, My Delicious Little Babies. Now, and our lovely David Icke is also on BitChute. I think he's up to 109,000 something, so you can also find our lovely David Icke on BitChute as well, My Delicious Babies. And if you clicked in his, you know, his little square, you know, with his photograph, then, you know, you'll be able to see different videos as well, okay, depending on what site you're on, okay, BitChute, or whether you want to go to davidark.com. Now, the next one, My Delicious Little Babies, okay, is this is BitChute. This uploader happens to have 24,536 subscribers, My Delicious Little Babies. So 24536, okay, My Delicious Little Babies. So all you need to type in is BitChute again, okay, My Delicious Babies. So it's on BitChute, but you need to type in Breitbart. I need to spell that for you, My Delicious Little Babies. B-R-E-R with a dot, T, B-A-R-T, Breitbart. Then a space bar, BitChute. Okay, My Delicious Babies, then you should come to this uploader. Okay, My Delicious Babies. Now, the video should read, okay, and this is not long been uploaded as well, I do believe it yesterday, okay. It should read, Mark Zuckerberg apologises to families of victims harmed by Facebook and Instagram, My Delicious Little Babies. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? My Delicious Little Babies. Mark Zuckerberg apologises to families of victims harmed by Facebook and Instagram. Okay, My Delicious Babies. Now, this video, I do believe, I think, is it nearly 8 minutes long on BitChute, My Delicious Babies. Now, what it is, okay, just to quickly explain what this is about, and you should see Mark Zuckerberg. Now, according to what I know, well, I've known Ding Ding Dong Dong long time, years, okay, the same as others, dear little souls already know. See, I'm stumbling in this part here, yes? Okay, well, I mean, he's got bands of his own, has Mark Zuckerberg, okay? So how would, this is when I was watching the video, yes, anyway, we've heard many things over the flipping years to do with him. Do you know what I mean, My Delicious Babies? He's another putrid little critter. He's a critter and a cretin. Do you know what I mean, My Delicious Babies? Anyway, well, I mean, sorry, excuse me, My Delicious Babies. What my thoughts was, when I was listening to this, sorry, excuse me, I thought, well, you've got bands of your own. So how would you like it? This was me, you know, when I was listening to this video, My Delicious Babies. I said, well, how would you like it, Mark, if your bands were exposed to this type of thing now, what's been going on long time, years, My Delicious Babies, you know, like young teenage girls, you know, even been, what's the word I'm looking for? Let's just say, in some cases, lured into things, all different things, My Delicious Little Babies. Some could be, what's the word I'm looking for? Is it propositions, you know, like to do different things, okay? Other times I think they're talking to somebody their own age when they're clearly not talking or communicating to somebody their own age, okay? If you look at Facebook, I mean, for years now, I mean, that's usually been, you know, they'll allow certain things, shall we say, My Delicious Babies. But how I've see Facebook, My Delicious Babies, and I've seen it for years now, okay? I don't use Facebook anyway. That it seems to really, I mean, I've known couples who have split up, broken up over the decades, you know what I mean, years to do with Facebook. Yes, I have. You know, because couples are not communicating. One's in one room, another one's in another room. They're communicating with somebody else who maybe they should not be communicating with. Do you see what I mean? And then it breaks up the family. Do you see what I mean, My Delicious Babies? I've known many who go on Facebook, they get depressed. Do you see what I mean, My Delicious Babies? Okay, so Instagram's no different. So, and then you seen on this short video on BitChute Mad Delicious Babies, okay, where others were showing the photographs, you know, because I mean, you got some lasses, you know, who are still alive and everything, God bless them, and then God bless, you know, you got other lasses who very sadly are no longer here. Do you see what I mean? So, when somebody says, I'm sorry, you see, it's like any word, isn't it? Okay? Sorry is a word, just like we use any word, okay? Mad Delicious Babies. But to say sorry, I've said this for decades. There we are, before I even say it. You have to be sorry. You have to be sorry. Then he was being asked, okay, by somebody else. Somebody was asking Mark Zuckerberg, well, are you going to compensate these families? Do you know what I mean? What was it? Stick Brook in his ear? Do you know what I mean? So a billionaire like that, which of course we know, he too is a lackey, a bitch for we know who. Do you see what I mean, Mad Delicious Babies? Is Mark Zuckerberg. The point is, oh no, he didn't want to part with his ka-ching, but he doesn't mind depressing. He doesn't mind, you know, doing all these things now. Do you see what I mean, Mad Delicious Little Babies? Yes, and you could see him, his birth dress and everything. I thought, look at you. I thought, you putrid little creature. Do you see what I mean? Okay? But why must these get away with things? Because they're ka-chinged up to the hilt. Do you see what I mean, Mad Delicious Little Babies? He's just a man. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Nothing more, nothing less. Is a man, okay? Just like you get a woman who's ka-chinged up to the eyeballs. Do you see what I mean? She's just a woman. You remove the ka-ching and what are they? What are they? This is a simple question I'm asking. Mad Delicious Babies, I'm not shouting at you, Mad Delicious Babies. I'm just making a point here. Do you say? But to me, no. Sorry does not, just a figure of speech, Mad Delicious Babies. Sorry does not cut it. Not at all. But it would be well worth you, Mad Delicious Babies, please and thank you, to please take a listen to that. You see, and you can even see, I mean, we all get bags under our eyes, you know, but you can even see like the bags, you know, under Mark Zuckerberg's, you know what I mean? But he has to look at his own damn self now, just like the other putrid little creatures. Do you know what I mean? How can they go to bed and sleep at night? Do you see what I mean? Yes, there's a high price to pay for being a billionaire. Isn't there, Mad Delicious Little Babies, it seems? Do you see what I'm saying to you, Mad Delicious Little Babies, okay? So, well worth a watch for that video, Mad Delicious Little Babies. Only a shorty video. And very lastly, so yeah, I've left this till last, Mad Delicious Little Babies. This is on BitChute, Mad Delicious Little Babies. It's about, I think, 30 minutes long. Okay, Mad Delicious Little Babies are just over 30 minutes long. I watched it this morning. Okay, Mad Delicious Little Babies, okay? Now, I've mentioned these before, Mad Delicious Little Babies, okay? They happen to have 7,045 subscribers, Mad Delicious Little Babies. So 7045, okay, on BitChute. So all you need to do, search engine of your choice again, Mad Delicious Babies, and please type in scenery on the road to. Scenery on the road to, and then a space bar BitChute, okay, Mad Delicious Babies. Then you should come up with this uploader on BitChute, Mad Delicious Babies. Now the video should read, and what you need to do, you need to click on the little in the corner, the bottom left hand corner, okay, you click on there, Mad Delicious Babies, and then it's a couple of videos down, okay, Mad Delicious Little Babies, okay, because it's not the one that's recent. I think this one was uploaded yesterday, okay, Mad Delicious, or the day before, okay, and the video should read, The Dark World of New Age Gurus, okay, so I'm just going to repeat that again for you, Mad Delicious Little Babies. The Dark World of New Age Gurus, okay, Mad Delicious Babies, and now I'm going to close my book. Now then, the reason why I've left this till last, okay, they talk about the gurus. I mean, this has been going on a long time. I'm going to close my book, okay? So this has been going on a long time, Mad Delicious Little Babies, for decades and decades. Now, I remember talking about a book called The Secret. Now, I bought it as a second-hand book, Mad Delicious Babies. I only read it once. It's only a small book to read, okay? I borrowed it out to somebody, and anyway, I never got it back. Doesn't matter anyway. I read it anyway. Do you understand what I mean, Mad Delicious Babies? Now, with me, I agreed with some of in the Secret, the book, okay, Mad Delicious Babies, okay? I agreed with some of it, okay? Now, the reason why I say this, and I'll explain myself, do you know what I mean? I'm not just going to be done, you know, starting something and then not finishing what it is I want to explain to you, do you see? Okay, just so that you ding, ding, dong, dong are getting me here. So, I mean, I talked about a few things, and that was going back months and months ago, where I was talking about, I mean, because it's been years since I read that book, Mad Delicious Babies, absolutely flipping years, okay? And of course, you know, I wouldn't go out and buy, say, a Secret 2 or something like that. Do you understand what I mean, Mad Delicious Babies? But with me, I just mentioned that I've read, you know, particular books. Do you know what I mean, Mad Delicious Babies? Anyway, so some things I would agree with. Like, you can manifest somebody into your life, or say, for example, okay, let me just use another example, right? Say if, I'm just using examples now, Mad Delicious Babies, first things that come to me, noddle, okay? Say, for example, if you need help with something, okay, Mad Delicious Babies, I'm just dropping it this way to you, okay? Just to make it easier for you to understand, because you're clearly intelligent, Mad Delicious Babies, if you're listening to me. And I'm not bigging myself up, no, I'm not. It's just that I like to feel, there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong, that I talk common sense. Nobody knows everything, no. But I feel that I know a fair bit. Do you see what I mean, Mad Delicious Babies, right? And I like to talk about all different topics and subjects. Do you see, Mad Delicious Babies, okay? And just to give my take on different, you know, what my thoughts are on different things, okay? So say, for example, you want to manifest something, okay? So say, for example, I'm just giving an example. If you want to use an example that you need help with something, okay, Mad Delicious Babies, let me just give this example. So the other day, I had somebody come to see me, okay, Mad Delicious Babies, for a healing. Now, what was very interesting about this is that, because I've got a brand new flooring, okay, that I've had for a while now, that I want to put, that I bought. So I bought all the underlay, bought the wooden flooring, bought everything, right? It's like a lovely white colour, because I love brighter colours. Do you see what I mean, Mad Delicious Babies? Anyway, it just sort of brightens up, and white always makes it look a lot larger anyway. So, and I was waiting for somebody to come along, you know, something at the ka-ching, the right price. Do you see what I mean? Yes, okay? So I was in my noddle, I was, you know, sparing a thought, and I was saying to dear God, Jesus Christ, Nazareth, I was saying, our dear little angels, dear universe, right? And I was saying, I need somebody, I want somebody to come along, to come and do my floor in the hallway. Do you see what I mean, Mad Delicious Babies, at the right price, okay? That's what I asked for. Okay, Mad Delicious Babies, in my noddle. Okay, I always do it in my noddle and never say it out loud. Okay, but I'm just explaining something to you anyway, because it's already happened. So then someone come for healing, didn't they? And, you know, I felt very humbled, actually, because I actually gave some counselling, and who it was said, you know something, I'm so glad, there we are, that I came to see you. Okay, Carla. So because you give me some counselling, there we are as well. Okay, Mad Delicious Babies. So I felt very humbled at that, and they were very thankful. Do you see what I mean, Mad Delicious Babies? Okay, because you know, if they've got something else going on in their lives, you know, sometimes in a household you cannot have things as taboo, especially when it's to do with relationship issues. Do you know what I mean? Because unless you speak up about it, unless you talk about it to your husband or wife, well, it's just going to keep going along. And I always believe you only get one laugh. Do you see what I mean? One laugh. Do you see what I mean, Mad Delicious Little Babies? Okay, so I had a little natter anyway. Bish bash bong, sorted that out, okay? So I happened to ask him, you know, well, what do you do for a living? Have a guess, my delicious babies? Lay floors. Okay, so they do it commercially and they also do it, sometimes residentially. Okay. So I said, okay, so I showed them, my whole floor. Well, obviously they would have seen my whole floor because they've come through my hall to go into my healing room, my delicious little babies, okay? So I said, they said to me, he said, well, it's just a little tricky part, just in one place, okay? And he said, but other than that, so I said to him, I said, well, would you be able to please give me a price on it? You know what I mean? I said, just to be sociable. Do you understand what I mean? I said, because I've been waiting for somebody to come along. Anyway, he said, yeah. He said, he'll get back to me. Okay, there we are. Do you see? So what I'd said in my mind, do you see what I mean? But I wanted the right one. I've had some quotes, yes, but it seems to me that there's a lot of businesses, and maybe for some of you, my delicious little babies, you would have noticed this as well of late, okay? That some, they're sort of putting ka-ching, ka-ching on top of ka-ching. Do you see what I mean? Okay, it's not a large space to do, okay? But some of the quotes that I've had, there we are, because they get paid ka-ching cash, yes, okay? So it doesn't go through, the bank or anything, okay? And the fact of the matter is that I'm not going to get ripped off for something that I know is worth what it's worth. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, and at the same time, it's going to come and fix me my gate as well, my delicious little babies. Do you say? So, but that was my thoughts and what I wanted to come towards me. So I'm just using examples. That is not what is in the secret book, okay? I'm just using examples, okay? So in this particular case, I agreed with another thing that was in the secret, okay? Always sticks in my noddle. And this man, he wanted to draw this woman into his life, and he painted and drew a picture, and put it in his apartment and everything. And as it turned out, he met this exact woman and what she looked like and everything. So I still do stand by. I don't know how I stumbled there because I never had to. I still stand by that. It's like if you say, who do you want to meet in your life? What type of man or woman would you like to meet, to have a physical, beautiful, loving relationship with, okay? So you have to look at what your hobbies are, okay? You have to look at what you'd have in common with one another. That's the most important. I've done other videos on this before. You have to look at what you have in common with them, not just look at them with a birth race, the face, not just look at how they're dressed, not just look at anything. You need to go deeper. I've done other videos on this before, do you see? But you could sort of say, okay, what colour eyes do you want somebody to have? What colour hair do you want somebody to have? How tall you want them to be or how short you want them to be? What type of job occupation you want them to be? Sometimes you could meet somebody and you haven't asked what job, sort of what job that they do. Sorry, do you understand what I mean? Okay, sometimes it's not about that particular part. You've got to try and find other things in common, okay? Because believe you me, I only probably know 2 or 3 couples in the whole of my life, and I'm 50 now, where they're still super duper in love with each other and have been together like decades. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but there's only a few. For others, this sort of, you've lost that loving feeling. Do you see what I mean? Something goes off the boil. Do you know what I mean? And then you got to get it back on again. So you got to get it back on the heat. The heat is on. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So you don't want to find yourself like in a situation like I was doing counselling, for my dear client the other day. Do you see what I mean? You don't want to find yourself in that situation, do you say? Okay, my delicious babies, that's the best way that I'm putting it across to you, okay? So you have to find out why the two of you liked one another in the first place and fell in love with each other in the first place, do you say? But that sort of goes out the window. Okay, could be a number of things in this particular case. This my dear client was telling me that his wife, she's got, she feels because she's overweight, she doesn't feel attractive and everything. Okay, I've heard this before over the decades. This is nothing new to me. Okay, and I would say God bless to anybody if they feel that way, okay? You know, whether you're very slim, whether you're medium, or whether you know, larger, okay? So I'm not saying it in that way, my delicious babies. I'm just, you know, explaining something. But to me, well, no, that's not good. Do you know what I mean? Because if a couple's together and they love one another, say if the husband or wife's put on a little bit of weight, right? That should not change what's in their heart, who they are. Do you see, my delicious little baby? So I just suggested that there really needs to be a strong, there we are, super duper conversation to be had. Do you see what I mean? Because why must two live in a home? I've just got to say this as well. Why must two live in a home? Yes, okay. Where there's no, shall we say, it's not the be all and end all. No, it is not, okay. But it certainly plays a part. Me personally, and I explained that, I said I couldn't live with a boyfriend or a husband, and I've been on my own for years, my delicious little babies, but that's my choice to do so. But I could not live in a home with my boyfriend or with my husband, and it's just like your best mates, like your besties. Do you see what I mean? Well, you could have a friend, couldn't you, my delicious little babies? Do you see what I'm saying to you? There has to be like a physical attraction. There has to be where you can hold hands. You know, I'm very much the type, and I'm not ashamed to say it, I'm very much the type, if you're in a relationship, you know, you hold hands when you're walking around. Do you understand what I mean? You put your arms around each other. That's how I feel it should be. That's how I used to see my dear dad with his dear little wife. God rest her dear little soul. She's no longer with us, God bless, okay? But, you know, they held hands, linked arms, had their arms around each other. Do you see what I mean, okay? It's what you see when you're growing up, okay? My beautiful dear little Nana and Grandad, how I love them both so. Do you see what I mean? Like, you know, they give each other a little cuddle, you know, just a little cuddle, you know. And then, you know, I'd have my beautiful dear little Nana and she'd say, oh, Grandad, give over. Do you know what I mean? It's like having a little chuckle, a little giggle, yes? But not doing anything. Do you know what I mean, okay? Because decades ago, you know, generations are different, aren't they? Do you say? But, you know, but that's the way that I am. Do you see what I mean? Like if you're in a loving relationship, you cuddle up. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But if you had to live a different way, I'm sorry, somebody would be a better man or woman than I am. That's all I can say. I wouldn't tolerate it. Not when you've only got one life. I'd rather be on my own than be with somebody who's pretty cold towards me. Do you know what I mean? Because then you're saying to yourself, well, what's wrong with me? Do you know what I mean? Why do they not want to hug me? Why do they not want to, okay, keep it polite, my delicious baby, swing from the chandeliers or have a bit of pillow talk? Why don't they want to do that with me? Do you see what I mean? So then ding, ding, dong, dong, you question things. Do you see what I'm saying? Me personally, that has never happened. Okay, my delicious little babies, it hasn't. Okay, and I'm just being honest, it hasn't. Okay, in any relationships with me, I've usually been the one, you know, to walk out the door. Do you understand what I mean, Magish babies? Because I'm not going to live a lie. Do you see what I mean? I'm not just going to stay in a situation like, say, I could have done it with my beautiful little babies. How I love them both so, my beautiful baby does. I could have stayed, you know, you could have gone over 20 years and lived that life. Well, I didn't want to do that. Because I knew that it wasn't right for my heart. I knew it wasn't right for my ex-boyfriend, you know, my beautiful little baby girl's dad, God bless him. And the two of us, yes, I mean, we get along now. We do not see each other very much. But if I asked him to do me a favour, God bless him, God bless his heart. And he's very happy in his relationship. He has been for years, God love him. She's a lovely woman. But my point is, if I asked him and I really needed the help, he would be there to come and help me. Do you see what I mean, Magish babies? You know, you go through your ups and downs, you know, you say what you're not happy about, and, you know, is a relationship still worth pursuing? No, it isn't. So then at that point, it's time to leave, to trap. Do you see what I mean? Okay? Rather than being in a loveless situation where you have very little in common and there's nowhere to come, you know, to come back from it. You cannot come back from it, okay? And very sadly, sometimes that happens, but then in our lives, we all learn lessons, do you see? So getting back to the secret now, so I'm just breaking it down to explain it in a different way, my delicious babies. I would not want to be in a love. That's probably why I've been on my own for as long as I have, my delicious babies. I've got so used to my own company, to my own self. Do you see what I mean? Yes. I mean, sorry, excuse me. You know, I don't know in life. Maybe somebody else looks at me. I don't know what anybody spares a thought of. I mean, who I've met doesn't, but you know what I mean? But somebody else, because I'm in front of the camera, could think, oh, well, that's rather, you know, selfish, or, you know, or on the other hand, somebody could think, well, you're depriving yourself of being happy. To me, I'm explaining it the way I'm explaining it from me personally. I'd rather be on my own than be with somebody who I know it's just not going to gel with, it's not going to rock and roll. So therefore, I'm 50 now. I'm not wasting my time. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, so I'll stay on my own until I meet that super duper, and he certainly would have to be. Do you understand what I mean, my dish baby? That super duper, wonderful, beautiful, delicious, fantastic, as near to perfect as possible, delicious baby, you know, and, you know, wonderful dear gentleman he would have to be. Do you see what I mean? What I mean by babies, I mean, you know, gentlemen. Do you know what I mean, my delicious baby? So, getting back to the secret now, yes, I can see that maybe some things were a bit far-fetched, you know, I mean, but that's the whole point of reading the book, isn't it? You know, you have your own thoughts. Some things you would agree with and other things you would disagree with. But that's the whole point, do you say? But, yes, and then in this video, okay, you know, who's explaining it, is explaining that, that, you know, there's other things that cannot be explained. Well, yes, I totally agree with that. Now, I'm not going to keep this video for much longer now, my delicious babies. It's gone on long enough as it is, but sometimes ding, ding, dong, dong, that's how it goes, okay? And thank you to anybody, I say now, thank you to anybody who happens to stumble across my video, and please listen to it, and thank you. Or for any likes or anything, thank you. God bless you all. And any videos that I advertise, if you happen to go and take a look and you know it's going to help somebody else, then please pass it on, okay? And so many bright blessings, love, peace and harmony to you all, okay? Please take care of yourselves, and please try to take care of others, and please try to keep the vibration high, you know, because we can all have a bit of an off day, each and every one of us. I'm the flipping queen of it, do you know what I mean? 1 minute I'm all right, next minute I could go a little bit, do you know what I mean? So it pees me off, but not very often. It has to really pay me off, do you know what I mean, my dish babies? Anyway, let me get back to this now. So yes, other things cannot be explained, but I've done videos to do with gurus before. You know, there's too many, and he mentions as well in this video, my dish babies, to do with, what's her name? Abraham Hicks. Well, of course, I know of Abraham Hicks. I've listened to some of her videos over the years. Me personally, she hasn't really been for me. I cannot explain why. I do not know why, I cannot explain it. But for others, you know, you'd have thousands, millions of followers, okay, my delicious babies, because that's what it is with the gurus, it's followers, okay, my delicious babies. And of course, some of them have made a hefty ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching by doing this, my delicious babies, okay? But then there's the other side of it where I'm still going to disagree to this day, because I have done meditation for years. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? And to me, I get a lot of benefit from doing meditation, okay, my delicious babies. I've said things to others, okay, my delicious babies. That's not why I did a meditation. I did a meditation because I just like to be quiet in the still. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Just to, you know, to be able to, let's just say, have that peace. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Just like I said earlier, you know, if I want to listen to Psalms for a particular reason, do you see what I mean? Just want that peace, okay? But other things that cannot be explained. So there's certain things that cannot be explained, like how do you explain, which this, they never said it on this video, my delicious babies. So how can it be explained then if somebody says something and then something happens like a premonition or something like that then? So my beautiful and delicious, oh, I have them, loved them so once again, beautiful dear little Nana and Grandad, my beautiful dear beautiful little Nana Bear, she would get her premonitions, okay, my delicious babies. All of her family comes from an exceptionally large family, okay, my delicious babies, were mediums, psychics and mediums, my delicious little babies, but none of them, okay, we're going back generation, none of them did meditation. Okay, but if they happen to have what they have, then that's what they have, isn't it? Do you see? I have it on my mother's side with the Irish, with everything. Do you see what I mean? Okay, my delicious little babies. So what I'm saying is, okay, is that there's certain things that cannot be explained. And very lastly, so well worth a listen to that video, my delicious babies. But yes, I can see where the uploader was coming from and to do the video. Yes, I can. Okay, because we got too many gurus, too many on the flipping effing payroll. Ka-ching, 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 do you see what I mean? So ones do have to be careful of who they listen to, okay? So I am inclined to agree with that. It's just that I take a different form of an opinion, but that's fair. I mean, you know, anybody should be able to have a view. I'm a woman with a view. I'll have my effing view, do you see what I mean? And very lastly, I want to tell you something about... So a couple of nights ago, my delicious babies, okay, I'm sat down, okay, I'd had a busy day, and I just sat and I was just staring, you know, just staring, and then this particular doctor, oh God bless his beautiful dear little soul, he came to me right in front of me like that, my delicious, I swear down, this is what happened. Right, my delicious babies, I do not know him personally. I never knew him personally. God bless his beautiful dear little soul, okay? And he came to me and then then I sort of blinked and then I looked another way and then he was there again. So I in my mind, I said, oh, I said, hello, you know. I said, good evening, you know, like that. And I said in my mind, you know, just asking. Now then, something was spelt out to me, my delicious little babies, ketamol. So I decided to go on your old quack go, duck go, my delicious little babies, okay? And then I'm just going to leave it like that, okay, my delicious little babies? Hopefully my video today will stay up, please God, and thank you, okay? So I just thought, okay, well it must be Ketamol, ketamol. So scroll down, yes, okay, and I did come to something. I've got to be careful what I say now, my delicious little babies. I come to something, right, and I was trying to open it, okay, my delicious little babies. I've just spelled it out for you, yes, and I was trying to open it. Now for me, DuckDuckGo, Quack Go is my favourite search engine, right? So I'm just wondering now, okay, no, I'm still going to stand by that, it is. But this particular, it's to do with what it was to do with my delicious little babies, okay? When I eventually, you know, kept trying and trying, page not found, my delicious little babies, page not found. That's the first ever time when I've scrolled through and looked through something, my delicious babies, and it's come up with that, okay? You'll know which one I'm talking about, my delicious babies, for those of you. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it like that, so if any of you can... sorry, excuse me, make that out. Okay, I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee, then I've got to go. Somebody's trying to get hold of me. So I love my coffee. Please and thank you. So until my next video, so much love. God bless, okay? I know it's gone on, but I'm hoping that some, you know, would get some form of interest to do with the other videos that I advertise or anything that I've talked about today, okay? So many love and blessings. Once again, take care. Have a super duper day if it's daytime, and wherever you are in the world, have a super duper time. You only get one life. Okay, my delicious babies. So until next time, much love. God bless. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.